Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Before I begin, here are my disclaimers. Today I am going to give you an update about DAVITA INC quarterly report. DAVITA Inc. offers a wide range of services and businesses, including kidney dialysis services for patients with chronic kidney failure, lab services in outpatient dialysis centers, outpatient, hospital inpatient, and home-based hemodialysis services, clinical laboratory services for routine tests, and physician-prescribed lab tests management and administrative services to outpatient dialysis centers, integrated care and disease management services for high-risk patients, clinical research programs, physician services, comprehensive kidney care services, inpatient dialysis services, and related lab services, transplant software business. DAVITA Inc.'s stock price has dropped significantly over the past year due to several key factors. The main contributors include the company's third quarter 2025 earnings miss, where adjusted earnings per share fell short of expectations, and declining treatment volumes led to a significant stock drop. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway sold over 400,000 shares of DAVITA in October 2025, amplifying negative sentiment and contributing to the stock's decline. Ongoing operational challenges and market pressures have also taken a toll on the company's stock price. The stock hit a 52-week low in October 2025, reflecting a 23.15% decline over the preceding 12 months. Additionally, weak fourth quarter 2024 results, declining patient volume, center closures, and security breaches have all contributed to DAVITA's stock price drop. The primary drivers of revenue growth for a healthcare company can be summarized as follows. Revenue growth. Net patient service revenue grew by 7.1% in Q3 2025 compared to Q3 2024. Dialysis treatment and kidney transplant services saw significant increases, with dialysis treatment revenue growing by 6.2% and kidney transplant services growing by 8.5%. Other revenue streams also experienced growth, including a 10.3% increase in other revenues. In contrast, the primary drivers of revenue decline include revenue decline, a decrease in ancillary services revenues, specifically management service fees and research fees, which declined by 12.1%, elimination of intersegment revenues, which decreased by 22.2%. The mixed or unclear category includes factors such as changes in commercial payer plans, shifts in patient mix, and the impact of new laws and regulations, which may have contributed to revenue fluctuations but do not provide a clear direction for growth or decline. Net income and profit margins decline. A summary of changes and possible causes. The financial summary reveals a decline in net income and profit margins for the company. In 2025, net income decreased by 18.8% compared to 2024, while operating income margin dropped from 16.4% to 14.8%. The net income margin also declined from 9.1% to 7%. The reasons behind this decline are multifaceted. Increased patient care costs per treatment contributed to the decrease in profit margins. Additionally, higher depreciation and amortization expenses, loss on extinguishment of debt, and other non-cash losses further eroded net income. The company's operating results also suffered, with total operating expenses and charges increasing by 2.5% in Q3 2025 compared to Q2 2025. Timing issues with working capital items may have also played a role in the decline. Overall, these factors combine to result in a significant decrease in net income and profit margins for the company. The company's financial performance indicates a positive trend in operating cash flow. Despite a slight decrease from $1,474 million to $1,346 million in net cash provided by operating activities between 2024 and 2025, the company still generates significant operating cash flow. Additionally, free cash flow decreased from $882 million to $716 million over the same period. However, these figures confirm that the company is generating positive operating cash flow, suggesting a stable financial position. The company's debt level and interest expenses have undergone significant changes over the past year. In terms of debt level, total liabilities have increased from $15,193,917 to $16,215,170. However, this increase is partially offset by a decrease in debt securities from $44,158 to $30,836. Additionally, undrawn capacity on revolving line of credit has increased to $1.5 billion. Regarding interest expenses, there are mixed signals. On one hand, the loss on extinguishment of debt decreased by 66% in 2025 compared to 2024, indicating a decrease in interest expenses. On the other hand, debt expense increased by $100 million, 30.1%, YTD Q3 2025 versus YTD Q3 2024. Overall, while there are some increases in debt and interest expenses, the company's efforts to manage its debt have resulted in a decrease in loss on extinguishment of debt, suggesting that interest expenses may be under control. The company's financial performance varied across different segments and regions. The U.S. dialysis patient service revenues showed a modest increase of 4% in Medicare and Medicaid and 1% in commercial. In contrast, other ancillary services experienced mixed results, with a 20% revenue increase, but also significant declines in revenue growth, minus 14.1% to minus 24.6%, and operating income, minus 98.2%. Corporate administrative support saw an operating income growth of 38.1%, but still reported a loss of $26 million. Notably, other ancillary services performed poorly over the past 3 months, with a minus 6.4% revenue decline and a minus 98.2% operating income decline. Management's outlook on company strategy. According to the financial summary, management acknowledges that various external factors have impacted the company's revenue and operating performance. They anticipate these conditions to continue affecting the business in the future. Additionally, the outlook for cash flows from operating activities has decreased due to lower operating results. In terms of strategy, management may seek to refinance existing debt and incur additional indebtedness depending on market conditions and capital requirements. However, there is no clear indication of a specific plan or strategy being implemented by management at this time. The company has made significant investments through various acquisitions. Notably, contingent earnout obligations totaling up to $20,978 are associated with these business acquisitions. On the other hand, the company has also engaged in divestitures, which include dispositions, joint ventures, or other strategic transactions. These moves aim to optimize the company's portfolio and resources. The company has a history of share buybacks, with evidence found on page 19 stating that they have repurchased shares through both open market and Berkshire repurchases. This indicates that instead of distributing profits as dividends, the company has chosen to return value to shareholders by buying back their own stock. That concludes the financial summary for DAVITA INC. Feel free to comment below, and I will be happy to answer them when possible.